Hey guys, what is going on? It's Create a Player here, back with another UFC 3 created fighter. And today's CAF is a bit of an interesting one. It's MMA media member Luke Thomas, aka Master Donk. The reason I'm making this CAF is, well, because one, I have too much time on my hands. And two, I think there's quite a few interesting matchups that I could pit him up against in MMA media and amongst the fighters. So as we can see on the screen, he's from somewhere in Armenia, 41 years old, and 6'6", 265 pounds, which will put him at heavyweight. Now maybe someone will be able to correct me on the height and weight. I don't actually know his real height and weight. I couldn't find it listed anywhere, but I know he's really tall. And he's been kind of secretive about how much he weighs, which leads me to believe he's up there, but someone let me know if they have a real number for his weight. 240? 250 maybe? So now I'll hop on to what's going on screen. I showed you the hairstyle I picked. Now we are on the beard style and color. I actually think this CAF turned out very good for how bad EA's creation system is. And as is the case with most of my CAFs, I did use GameFace, so I will link the picture that I used in the description in case anyone would like to try to duplicate this one. Now, obviously it's going to be slightly different depending on where you put your face pointers when you enter the picture into the GameFace program, but this will give you a good starting point hopefully. When I first imported the GameFace picture, the very first one I tried was just almost perfect. It gave me such a great starting point that I didn't have to do a ton of face sculpting, because once I added the hair and the beard, it looked very, very similar to Luke Thomas in real life, I think. The one thing that I think kind of sucks is the eyebrows, so I won't be surprised if people point that out, because as you know, once you import a GameFace picture, you can't actually edit them, so I had to use tattoos to kind of make them look darker and bushier. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than what it was. So now I'm going to show you the body type that I picked, and I think I'm being generous here because obviously I don't actually know what he looks like. He could possibly be that big fat body type, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and make him look not completely out of shape. I'll just cycle through the rest of them here, but all these are kind of too much like a professional fighter body type, obviously, and I don't think he's got one of those. So we're gonna go back to this one here. Nope, not the fat one. This other one. Or what do you think? Maybe he should be the fat one. Let me know. Now, I don't know what you guys think about Luke Thomas, but personally, I love his content. I mean, sometimes his vocabulary is a little bit intense for me, but other than that, I really appreciate all the work that he puts into all the content that he puts out. I used to watch everything he put out on MMA fighting. I consume most of the stuff that he puts onto his YouTube channel. I like the live chats. I don't watch his radio show, but I also, Morning Combat with Brian Campbell is one of my favorite shows that I listen to weekly as well. If you missed it back there, I threw some tattoos on his arm. I know the way he talks is that he has quite a few more tattoos on his body, but I have no idea what or where, so that's all we put on was a couple stars on his arm. And then as you've seen, I had to use several different shapes and tattoos colored black to add a bushier look to his eyebrows. As far as the stats go, I didn't really move them much from the generic set that you get when you create a fighter, except I increased some of his grappling because I do believe he has spent some time on the mat. I don't know what else he's trained in. I'm sure he's done some stand-up, but I can't remember. So for the subs, I gave him a couple of the basic level 2 submissions, and I quickly and randomly picked some personality and stances for him. And that was basically it. Now I'm just going to review the head and body that I gave him. Let me know how you think this turned out. This is the actual picture that I used, and again, it is linked in the description. And I don't know if you noticed when I was doing the tattoos, but I even gave him his signature little triangle on the top of his head there. And now here's the full body shot again. We can't see his physique obviously because he has clothes on. But again, not to toot my own horn, I think this CAF was awesome compared to some of the other ones that I've done. I've had some good, some bad. I think this one was pretty spot on. Like, I'm very happy with it. And if you thought it was any good, please stay tuned because I have a fight video coming with him versus another prominent MMA media member that you might be able to guess who it is.
See that.
My kids bought me. My kids surprised me with UFC 3, the game from on Xbox One this weekend, Luke. Okay?
Yeah. So you don't get enough MMA in your life. You don't have to play it as a video game.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, yeah.